and alertness demand of such engagements.
The training was also a moment for the participants to gain new experience and build a new career in content creation. Abdulatif Yusuf, TVC News, Katsina.
And outside Nigeria, Hezbollah has confirmed the death of its leader, Hassan Nasrallah, after Israeli strikes on Beirut. Hassan Nasrallah was one of the best-known and most influential figures in the Middle East. In a statement, the Lebanese group says it will continue to confront Israel in support of Gaza and in defense of Lebanon. There is more in this report.
The Israeli military said it was sure the Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah was dead based on a combination of types of information. Nasrallah was one of the founders of Hezbollah that formed 4 decades ago with the aid of Iran and oversaw its transformation into one of the most powerful paramilitary forces in the Middle East. Still on the war, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has rejected a ceasefire proposal offered by the US and European officials. He made this known when he addressed the United Nations General Assembly on Friday, adding that the return of hostages is important to Israel.
They savagely murdered 1,200 people. They raped and mutilated women. They beheaded men. They burned babies alive. They burnt entire families alive, babies, children, parents, grandparents, in scenes reminiscent of the Nazi Holocaust. Hamas kidnapped 251 people from dozens of different countries, dragging them into the dungeons of Gaza. Israel has brought home 154 of these hostages, including 117 burned alive.
The army chief also warned against strike from Iran on Israel.
I have a message for the tyrants of Tehran. If you strike us, we will strike you. There is no place in Iran that the long arm of Israel cannot reach. And that's true of the entire Middle East. Far from being lambs led to the slaughter, Israel's soldiers have fought back with incredible courage and with heroic sacrifice. And I have another message for this assembly and for the world outside this hall. We are winning.
The latest crossfire over Israel's northern border with Lebanon came against the backdrop of the United Nations General Assembly in New York, where Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu spoke. Meanwhile, Israel's hostages families firm have called for renewed effort to free the remaining hostages held in Gaza on Saturday, following the Israeli military's claim that it had killed Hezbollah leader Hassan Nasrallah. As escalating attacks between Israel and Hezbollah over the past week have dominated news coverage and political attention, the families of the hostages still held by Hamas in Gaza have expressed dismay that government efforts to ensure the release of their loved ones has been overshadowed. In another development, reports say people have continued to flee the devastating waves of Israeli attacks on southern part of Lebanon's capital. This comes after the Israeli military leveled a block of buildings in Beirut's southern suburbs, killing at least 6 and wounding another 91 others, with the death toll expected to rise further.
That's TVC News this hour. For more updates on the stories we're monitoring, you can visit our website, www.tvcnews.tv.